Thanks for the interest. Welcome to all new subscribers. And here, this is where we're at, everyone. For those just joining, I have a 14-inch telescope that I'm anxious to use, waiting for the sky. It's only a matter of time, guys. Relax. Yeah, right. It's easier said than done. We have a great channel here, a great community, lots of things, and I'm guided. I've had the chance to be able to see many things in space, and I want to share them all with you. Follow the bouncing star. This is a structure. This is a crater. And around this crater, there are structures. The bridge. Notice that the bridge leads all the way to the crater and to the back. I've never posted this one. It's the original. Same photo. The photo you just saw. This is what we're looking at. Before I enhanced it and before I cleared it up. It's all there. This is the original shot. You can see the crater up at the top there. Around the crater, what looks like pieces of toothpaste, right? Lines of toothpaste everywhere. And when you zoom up on these areas, there are structures and objects on top of them. The colors are also a blur. People are saying, why is there a colored blur on the surface? It's buildings. And not just objects, it is buildings. And if it's objects, well, it's block objects. Pretty impressive. The real thing. Now let's take a look at this photo. I often skim through it or I zoom into the photo. It lasts for a couple of minutes and seconds, then we move on. Let's stay here for just a couple of seconds, a minute, okay? I'm going to show you the bridge. Around the bridge, there are structures that are white, seen white, around the bridge. Remember what I just said. And there are colors. The colors are the structures that are on top of all the block objects. Wherever you see color right now, they are closer structures to the surface that are not seen unless you zoom up very close. So these other objects could possibly be very big. Let's get a star up on the bridge right now. So this bridge to the right of the star is the bridge. See where it leads to a bigger white object? Well, there is a bridge that goes from that bridge to that object, a very wide object right here. You can see to the left of the star, the bridge, the wide, thick area that goes to the bridge. Now, this white big structure has another white structure to the right of it. There's another bridge in the center that connects them right here. The star is right in the center of the two bridge connections. Watch when the star disappears. There. The left structure descends to the right structure with another connection, two bridge-like corridors reaching. Now it goes to the next structure on this side, which is here, to the bottom of the star and to the right of the star. There are bridge or corridors that descend to other objects, and so on and so forth. To the right, too. The big white object here, I'll get a star on it. This big object has a tunnel going into it from the bottom of it. And over top, another path, corridor, or bridge that goes all the way to the edge of the crater, where you see the supposed ejecta. Colors on the surface, buildings, structures all around it can very clearly be seen. Massive bridge under this star or massive structure. You can see it there going from left to right. More connections. And now look in this photo. You see colors, right? Those colors, those blurs, those patches are structures, smaller structures close to the surface. Now look carefully. No color. This is gray patches on a white ejecta-like surface. Those gray patches are the smaller structures. I showed them in sinus iridum, close up to the surface, and that's where they are. They're laid out over top of these block structures entirely over the surface of the moon. And look at some of the complexity of these craters. Don't tell me this is not something that's constructed. Look what you're looking at. Okay, watch carefully. Listen up. I'm going to show you the same strip and blur in this area. I'll freeze the frame. Keep watching in the window. Stop. Okay, right here, take a look at this object. In the center, that little V-shaped light gray object going downwards is the light line that is going over all the structures. It continues everywhere, guys. They are buildings. I confirm it. Yeah. So isn't that interesting, right? Hard to believe, but more and more I'll be proving it. So we're going to the north side of the moon. I'm going to show you in the depths, industrial areas. They're manufacturing something on the surface of the moon in the depths. This is top north side of the moon. The whole surface has these structures and they're colorful. They are very colorful. The structures are monstrous. They're gigantic. Now look at these cobweb-like objects going over this beautiful crater. I'm going to tell you about something. I don't know if you've noticed it yet. There's a little problem with the shadow in the center, isn't there? Major problem. As compared to 100% of the other shadows, take note of the structure in the center of this crater. Triangular structure, the shadow. Listen, why is this the only shadow in the entire area of over 1,000 kilometers right here in the photo that you can see? Everything has a shadow to the right of it. Why does the structure in the center have the shadow on the left? Think of that one. All right. I don't know if I've blown away anyone yet, but look at this city. Breathtaking. North side of the moon, a couple miles from Archimedes crater. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The jumbled patches over top, the blur that looks like smoke is structures. Thousands of buildings, colors mixed in a haze. Could it be atmosphere? How much more proof do we need? We see lights, we see crafts leaving and going to and from the moon. Under the star here, there are two structures, one over top of the star and one underneath. Look at the wall. Look at it. It's proof on the surface of the moon. Beside Archimedes' crater, you're looking at structures that are in the depths, descending levels, not that deep, right? But in the dark. Look at the tunnels, the structures. Look at the high, massive beams. Yes, I know I've analyzed this photo, but it's there, guys. Okay? I'm shooting out information. I know it's running through your heads, and you're saying, Bruce, I don't have time to see anything. Just pause it, guys. Buy a $25, $20 magnifying lens and blow yourself friggin' away. Look at what we're looking at. There are structures down there. It's incredible the size of these platform or structures. I think they're both. I think the structures that are so huge have, I mean, listen, we're talking huge, a couple miles long. So on top of them, of course, there are other structures. We see here on Earth companies, big companies here in the industrial zone with little structures and sheds and compartments that are built over top of these structures because they're so massively huge. It's right here on Earth. We can see the colors and the lights. Look at these structures. They're not craters, they're industrial buildings. Here's a bit of a special view. Look at this, guys. It's enhanced, almost near over enhanced here, but look at the texturing. Look at the oscillation. Look at the companies underneath, the buildings, whatever they may be, the pipes, the colors, the lights. You could see smokes. You could see lights over these certain areas where they're doing whatever they are doing. This is beautiful. Buildings in the bottom, blue light emanating from the bottom surface of the descending levels on the moon, pipes, the colors, the patches, the light patches again or other structures. You can see there are lights there, guys.